Hello, and thank you for tuning in. This video is going to be on some of the equipment and supplies that I use to paint my latex masks. The paints that I use are Justin Mabry's Motion Picture Effects Mabry Monsters Night Shades Rubber Mask Paints. These paints can be used straight out of the bottle and do not need to be mixed with latex because they are already pre-mixed for rubber and latex masks. Although if you find them to be a little thick for your airbrush, you can always thin them out with some distilled water. I purchased my nightshades from nightmaretoys.com. Before applying paint, I always rinse the mask off with some watered down Roots Citric Acid powder. I have a video on how I do that, and I'll put the link in the description. I use Pache H siphon-fed single action airbrushes for most of my airbrush applications. The tips of these airbrushes come in 1, 3, and 5 as far as the sizes, 1 being the finest and 5 being the largest. I find that I use the 3 and the 5 the most. I use the 3 for finer lines and detailing, and the 5 for larger lines and things like base coats. You can always tell which needle size you're using by the lines that are etched into the needle and the nozzle. 1, 3, or 5. What you're looking at here is the 3 and the 5. You can see that on the 3, there are 3 lines etched into the needle and the nozzle, and on the 5, there are 5 lines etched into the needle, the nozzle, and the nozzle holder. And here are some of the basic crafting brushes that I use for fine lines and details. I get these off of Amazon for around $13 for 100 brushes, 50 of each. And here are 3 different size chip brushes that I use for various things. You can purchase these off of Amazon as well. And here we have some basic artist sponges, Sea Sponge on the left and Artist Sponge on the right. And finally, for blood, I use the Monster Maker's Realistic Polymer Blood, aged and fresh. I get this from monstermakers.com. And that's a basic rundown of the equipment and supplies that I use to paint my latex masks. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.